Hi, I'm Tim and welcome to our channel. Today we're discussing the Patek Philippe Wempe 125th anniversary model 5125P. You can see this 1 of 100 platinum commemorative watch and buy it on our website. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details. Well, the German watch retailer Wempe turned 125 in 2003, and if Patek Philippe likes you enough, they will make custom dealer-specific watches for red letter anniversaries, and that's exactly what happened with the 5125, the 125 portion of the reference being anything but accidental. Now, 4 models were made, 3 golds, so yellow, red, and white. But those were made in 125 copies. The platinum variant, easily the most desirable and the most sporting in demeanor, was only made in 100 pieces back in 2003. And you can see this watch, although built in the modern era, hews very closely to traditional dress watch proportions. My wrist being 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that this 37mm case sits with superb stance and presence without overwhelming my relatively skinny wrist. You can also see that the 37mm measurement does not include the crown guard or the crown, so the watch does have a bigger impression on the wrist. You would swear it's closer to 39mm, and the case, although reasonably thin at 11.5mm, has a squat look to it that implies mass and substance, which is actually a nice thing when you have a watch made of platinum. You can also see that because of the rounded case flank and domed bezel, it's an easy watch to fit underneath a tight sleeve or dress cuff. It has a fairly low profile on your wrist, and from lug to lug, the dimensions are very agreeable for a smaller wrist, 46.5mm. Now, I would say that the lower limit for wearing this watch would be somewhere between 14 centimeters in circumference and perhaps 13.5. This is a very wearable watch, and you do know, eyes closed, that you're not wearing a gold watch. You can feel the extra premium pull, the mass of platinum. Now, the watch is paired with a fairly conventional rectangular scale, gloss, monotone stitch alligator leather strap in black, and it has a nice supple calf skin on the bottom, feels silky against the wrist. It's matched to a single fold deployant platinum Patek Philippe Calatrava cross, almost filigree style Calatrava cross buckle. A nice thing to see, as today many watch manufacturers are pairing white gold buckles with platinum watches. This is a nice show of integrity from Patek Philippe. Now, the watch itself features what may be the most attractive dial of the Wempe 125 series. The first thing I should mention is that the word Wempe does appear on the dial, albeit in ghosted form on the 24-hour subdial just above the station at 6 o'clock. To give you an idea, if you can't see it to good effect here, it's a lot like the ghosted Aston Martin logo across the bottom of the dial of the original 2006 Amvox 2 chronograph. Check out that one, not the DBS, and you get a sense of exactly how subtle the Wempe is. It's not something you can see from arm's length, and in fact, I'm holding the watch a foot away from my face, and I can't even discern it. So it's very subtle. It's not as though you're dealing with a dual-branded watch, but it does have a very sporting tritone of black, white, and red. The black being a matte black dial, the white being the elements of the calendar, as well as the white gold applied dart indices and Dauphine hands at center. And then there's a red minute and seconds track outboard of the hour markers. That tritone, the red, the black, and the white, is something you rarely see on non-chronograph watches. But there is one other color, and it's beautifully played at 6 o'clock, contrasting the dark, almost navy blue of the night sky on the moon phase with a light and airy light blue atop the 24-hour indicator. Now, the watch features an annual calendar mechanism, and if you can't see to good effect, it is a German-speaking watch. Now, that's true to the namesake brand Wempe, but it also gives the watch a nice regional inflection with the German day and month in aperture form. When you turn the watch over, you see that this one actually uses the older Patek Philippe central rotor automatic. This is the 315 that preceded the current 324. So rather than operating at 4 Hz, it operates at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It has approximately a 35 to 45 hour power reserve. And this being an older watch, pre-July 2009, it does feature the Poinçon de Genève across the bridges. Let me see if I can find the stamp itself. There it is. The rotor's fighting me there, but you can see the Geneva hallmark right there next to the Gyromax style balance beating away at 3 Hertz. Gyromax, pioneered by Patek Philippe in the early 50s, is a free-sprung balance system with variable inertia balance blocks about the balance itself. It allows you to have shock-induced timing resistance, which is to say vibrations and shocks don't have as much purchase on the timing of the watch as they would on a conventional mobile index where the index can move under shock. Now it has 3 ATM water resistance, so though it is sporty, it's not a true sports watch. 3 ATM means splash or rain only. Easily the most handsome of the Wempe special editions, this is a unique reference with a tremendous amount of soul, character, and intrinsic appeal. You can see it and you can purchase it on our website.